Welcome back, Scorpio. Thank you for clicking and watching my reading today. If you do resonate, please smash the like button. Connect your energy energetically to my Taro channel by subscribing. And I'll be able to tune into your energy on a deeper level for future readings for your zodiac sign. So let's jump into your reading. The first card that came out is Judgment. I never read reversals. This card is number 20 of the Major Arcanas. And the Major Arcana cards are the energies that reflect the deeper lessons that shape our life and who we become in this energy. The Judgment card is an energy where I feel it's soon and inevitable. Everything is changing. I feel that the Judgment card is representing a profound awakening, a moment when life calls to the soul, and I feel that this is where you're growing beyond the past and stepping into a higher level of awareness. It marks a turning point where old identities begin to fall away, making space for renewal, purpose, and a deeper understanding of who you are. As the trumpet sounds with this card, something long and dormant begins to awaken from deep within you. It is often felt as an inner knowing. It's a quiet pull towards change, healing, and a more authentic way of living. The figures rising from their tombs symbolizes the inherited stories carried through generations. They reflect your family patterns, emotional wounds, beliefs, fears, and behaviors passed from parent to child. Judgment reveals those experiences as they do not have to define your future. Instead, they offer an opportunity to recognize what has been inherited, heal what no longer serves you, and break old cycles that have shaped your bloodline for generations. This card brings awareness to the unseen, connecting to your past childhood experiences, ancestral influences, and long-held conditioning that has risen into your conscious mind, not as a burden, but as an invitation to forgive, release, and transform those energies in your present time frame. Through this process, with the Judgment, the past becomes a source of wisdom rather than a limitation. The center figure rising between the man and the woman represents the reborn self, a new chapter emerging from the healing, both the masculine energy and your feminine energies. It's a symbol to honor the lessons of your past ancestors while choosing a different path rather than repeating any old patterns, and create a legacy built on greater awareness, compassion, and freedom. Surrounded by countless tombs in this card, this scene, it reminds us that every generation leaves something behind, and every generation has the opportunity to begin again. Judgment is the moment life asks you, when life asks you to answer your soul's calling, release what no longer belongs to you, and become the one who transforms the past into a more positive, stronger future. This is the call that has been sounded. The soul is awakening, and it's time to rise. So let's see what the challenge or the obstacle is for your zodiac sign today. And if you do resonate, please smash the like button. Connect your energy energetically to my Taro channel, and I'll be able to tune into your energy on a deeper level for future readings for your zodiac sign, Scorpio. We just had the lunar eclipse as well today, an hour ago before I started recording this reading. Your challenge or your obstacle is the Eight of Pentacles. This card is Earth energy and it's Virgo. It's a very powerful energy, number 8. What goes around comes around as well. I'm picking up in this energy. The Eight of Pentacles, I feel this energy is an energy where the energy is showing up because your skill, personal efforts, and willingness to keep learning are becoming more important than immediate results in this energy. I feel in this Scampini Taro deck, the artist in this card chooses this card to illustrate his own life while remaining faithful to the traditional symbolism of the Eight of Pentacles. In this card, you can see the artist is climbing a step ladder and he's carefully painting one of the 8 coins, while his wife and eldest daughter and cat remain below. The card isn't simply about working harder. It's about developing your craft until what you create becomes a true reflection of who you are and what you have learned. Look closely at the 8 coins. The artist is painting the Magician, while the others show the Popess with the Moon, the Empress with Venus, the Emperor with Jupiter, Strength with Mars, the Star with Mercury, Judgment with Saturn, and the World with the Sun. And your first card is Judgment. These aren't merely decorations surrounding this card. They create a journey through different stages of knowledge and experience that you've gone through. Skill isn't developed in one moment. It is built through everything you've learned, practiced and corrected as you've mastered this energy, and eventually you're making this energy your own. There's a hidden message in this card that I don't want you to miss. The artist isn't painting from the ground. He is standing on the step ladder. He has already climbed to reach the work that's in front of him. Yet he is still creating, and his wife and eldest daughter sit beneath him, and the family cat also rests nearby in that card. This card suggests that achievements isn't only about reaching higher. The people experience and foundations that support you in this card while you're developing the ability to make your own success possible. The artist paints as he would paint a fresco, using a wand tipped with a ball to steady his left hand. This tiny detail reveals the discipline behind craftsmanship. Talent alone isn't enough. Technique, patience, and repetition allows inspiration to become something lasting. Virgo also brings attention to detail because this card connects to Virgo energy. It brings improvement and the willingness to refine what isn't right. While the Sun, as the ruler of this card, brings visibility, confidence and recognition. Your ability may also open the door, but your willingness to keep improving is what turns potential into mastery. The message of the card is clear. You don't have to know everything before beginning. You do have to keep learning once you've started. And the Magician represents skill and initiative. The Popess brings hidden knowledge. The Empress, she creates. The Emperor gives you structure, and Strength develops your courage. The Star brings inspiration. Judgment brings evaluation. And the World shows completion and achievements. Your work becomes valuable because of what you've continuously put effort into. Learn the craft, refine the details, remain modest enough to improve, and allow the quality of what you create to become the proof of your progress. I'm also picking up the date between the 23rd of August and the 1st of September might be significant. I'm also picking up an 8-year cycle. And I'm also picking up a Sunday, connecting with the Sun in this card. So let's see what's in the hidden energies in your subconscious mind. And if you do resonate, please smash the like button. Drop me a comment in this description box below. You'll be really helping me on the channel. We've now got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. All queens sit in leadership as well. They're in tune with their feminine energies. The Queen energy is very powerful because she's connecting to her emotions, because it's feminine energy. The Queen of Cups, I feel, with this energy, is an energy where she's connecting to the moon as well. She's deeply intuitive. And I feel this could be your energy or somebody you're connecting to. She's very empathetic and emotionally intelligent. And she feels what others don't always say. Trust your instincts and naturally understand the emotional undercurrents around you. The Queen of Cups, she's gentle, she's compassionate, and she's spiritually attuned, often becoming the person others turn to when they need comfort, understanding, or simply to feel safe. Her greatest strength is the depth of her heart. She's learned to survive emotional endings without allowing them to close her heart off. She's experienced pain, vulnerability, and moments that could have hardened her as well, yet she chose connection instead. She understands the value of love, friendship, emotional support, and community. What she's been through has taught her that healing doesn't mean feeling less. It means learning how to feel without losing yourself. In her shadow side, because we've all got two sides, we've all got shadow selves. Her shadow self can emerge when her energy becomes off balance. Her empathy can become emotionally overwhelmed. Compassion can become codependency, and her imagination can become escapism. She may see the best in people long after reality has given her reason not to, or retreat into fantasy when life becomes too painful. The same sensitivity that makes her deeply loving can also leave her vulnerable when she stops listening to her intuition. If this represents someone that you know, don't mistake her softness for weakness. She may understand far more than she says, and her intuition can pick up what others miss. If this represents an energy where you're being asked to embody, trust your feelings, protect your emotional boundaries, and allow love to guide you without allowing it to blind you. You can have an open heart without carrying everyone else's emotions. The card is clear. The message in this card is clear. Your sensitivity is not something you need to hide. Trust your intuition. Honor your emotions. Love deeply. But don't lose yourself in what you feel. Your greatest gift is being able to turn emotions into wisdom, compassion, and love. I'm also picking up the date between the 11th of June and the 11th of July might be significant. I'm also picking up a Sunday, a Friday, and also a Wednesday. And I'm also picking up this energy is where she's experienced endings and she's able to release those endings. She loves deeply and she's connected to her heart chakra. She's open and she also connects to friendship and community with her energy. So let's see what card number 4 is, which is your past influence that might be influencing this reading today. For my lovely Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, male or female. We've now got the Ace of Cups, which is water energy, your energy as well. This is Cancer, Pisces, and also Scorpio. In your recent past, I see that you've been offered a cup of emotions. This energy is very powerful because it's an overflowing cup of love. This energy I feel with the Ace of Cups is the energy that's showing up because something emotionally, significantly, may be beginning to open for you. It also connects to deepening or overflowing with your life. In the Scampini Taro, the Ace of Cups appears as an extraordinary fountain filled with the symbols of nourishment, fertility, protection, and abundance. Water flows continuously through the structure, with a mother nursing her children and another mother cat peacefully feeds her kittens. This is not simply a card of romance. It represents the awakening of the emotional world itself. It connects to love, intuition, compassion, creativity, and spiritual connections becoming available in greater measures than before. Look closely at the foundation in this card. The broken ice and shells surround a pearl at the fountain, suggesting something precious is emerging from emotional experiences that may once have felt cold, difficult, or even closed off. The foundation rises through a dragon-like tail in this card, a tortoise shell and a heart before reaching the swan feathers, fruit and the nurturing mother above. The symbolism moves deliberately from survival towards abundance. What begins beneath the surface eventually rises into visible expression. Feelings that were contained may now need to be acknowledged, while affection, creativity, or intuitive awareness can develop into something tangible. When they are allowed to flow naturally rather than being controlled through fear. The hidden message in this card is clear that I don't want you to miss. The two faces that pour water into the basin. One is a sad face and the other face is a happy face, showing that the heart contains both sorrow and joy. Emotional fulfillment does not require pretending that painful experiences never happened. Instead, the Ace of Cups suggests that the heart becomes stronger when it can hold the complete emotional experience without remaining imprisoned by one part of it. Something may now be replenishing you after emotional depletion. A new relationship, reconciliation, creative calling, spiritual awakening, or also renewed capacity to love could also appear. But its deeper purpose is restoring your ability to receive as freely as you give. Cancerian energy brings emotional security, nurturing your family and belonging. Scorpio energy brings emotional depth, transforming intimacy and powerful regeneration. Pisces adds compassion, imagination, intuition, and spiritual sensitivity. And together, these three energies of water reveal through the Ace of Cups that carries such a concentrated emotional potential. This energy can manifest through love, family, even pregnancy for some of you, or fertility that it symbolizes, and also emotional healing, creativity, friendship, or a profound intuition opening, I feel. The dove crowning the fountain strengthens the spiritual dimension of the card, suggesting blessings, purification, and grace coming through. Whatever begins under this Ace of Cups should be judged not merely by appearances, but by how deeply it nourishes your emotional and spiritual life. The message is clear. Your cup is being offered the possibility of becoming full again. The Ace of Cups represents pure potential, and cups govern love, feelings, relationships, intuition, and emotional fulfillment. Great abundance does not necessarily mean material wealth. Here in this card, abundance means processing something that genuinely enriches your heart. It brings joy, beauty, fertility, affection, and also emotional generosity. That can also bring this flowing energy where emptiness or uncertainty previously existed will be filled. Allow yourself to receive this sincere energy so you can nurture this energy and bring genuine happiness and trust into your emotional intelligence that's going to be developing from within you. When the Ace of Cups appears in the reading, the heart is not merely experiencing another feeling. It is being invited into an entirely new emotional chapter during this week's reading. I'm also picking up the date between the 21st of June to the 21st of July, the 23rd of October to the 22nd of November, and also the 19th of February to the 20th of March. That might be significant. I'm also picking up a Monday, a Tuesday, and also a Thursday with this Ace of Cups energy. So let's see what the possible outcome is in the crowning energy. So I want to thank you for spending your time and space with me today. And let's see what this energy is. I'm seeing angel number 88 in your reading, which is the Eight of Swords. This is a very difficult energy, the Eight of Swords. The 888 I'm picking up is an energy that's a divine number, and it connects to the spiritual universe, receiving support from loved ones in the spirit world as well. It's carrying this infinity symbol. And I feel this energy is an endless loop. So dive into your intuition with this energy. The Eight of Swords is Gemini energy, and it's also ruled by the planet Jupiter. The energy is showing up because you may be facing a crisis, conflict, criticism, or a situation that makes you feel trapped with no obvious way forward. In the Scampini Taro deck, a pale-faced conspirer stands surrounded by 8 swords. Their horns are like hilts forming a cage around you. He looks exhausted and powerless, while a wigged and robed magistrate sits nearby in judgment. This card shows what happens when fear, pressure, or another person's authority becomes so powerful that you begin to believe there is no escape. Look closely at the scene in this card. The conspirator wears black tights and a white shirt, suspended awkwardly among the swords. So I feel this energy is where he's completely feels like he's been overtaken by another energy. The magistrate holds a gavel, giving him the authority to judge and condemn. Nearby, their surgical instruments lie waiting, and beneath the table is a syringe filled with blood. Nothing about this judgment feels gentle. The imagery speaks of domination, imprisonment, turmoil, and the fear that something outside your control now has power over what happens next. There's a hidden message in this card that I don't want you to miss. At the bottom of the scene in this card, you see 2 night birds, those owls. One is male and one is female, gazing ominously outwardly. While the conspirer is consumed by what is happening to him, these 2 creatures appear watchful and alert. They suggest that there is another level of awareness operating beneath the crisis. When fear makes you look only at the prison surrounding you, you may fall or fail to notice what your instincts have already been seeing. The 8 swords reveal something else. The hilts resemble horns, reinforcing the feeling of being caged and dominated, yet the swords themselves are separate objects surrounding the conspirer. This asks you to question whether real imprisonment exists. Gemini energy brings an energy of the mind, perception, and the ability to see another side of the situation. While Jupiter rules this card, it brings expansion, understanding, and searching for a greater truth. Before accepting that you are powerless, question the judgment, question the story you've been given, and look again what fears may be presenting to you from, or these energies may be fear that might also be preventing you from seeing clearly. The message in this card is clear. It's a crisis that can make a temporary prison feel permanent. But fear doesn't always tell you the whole story. The magistrate represents judgment, which is in your first card. The gavel, this energy I feel with judgment is authority. The surgical instruments and the blood-filled syringe reveal the severity of the consequences. The horned swords show domination and imprisonment, while the 2 night birds remain watchful. You may not control every circumstance, but you can control what you accept as inevitable. Look beyond the fear. Question what has power over you, and recognize that seeing the situation clearly may be the first opening towards your freedom. I'm also picking up an 8-week cycle. I'm picking up the date between the 21st to the 31st of May. Might also be significant. And I'm also picking up a Thursday as well with this energy. So let's see the near future for my lovely Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, male or female. Show me the near future for this card, please, for this reading, please, Spirit. Thank you. I now see the 4 of Cups. This is Cancerian energy, it's water energy. This energy is also very powerful because it's connected to your emotions. 4s talk about your foundation as well with this energy. The 4 of Cups is an energy where it's showing up because you may have felt like feeling emotionally tired or dissatisfied or unable to appreciate what is currently available to you. In this Campini Taro, a mermaid weeps upon the back of an ancient sea serpent. The colours suggest growing this cicada, I think it's called. But behind the mermaid, a youthful figure rides on a joyful, or rides joyfully, I'm feeling, upon a serpent, also coloured. It's newly emerged, this energy, holding a golden ribbon. The contrast in this card is important because one figure remains absorbed in sorrow, while another represents renewal, movement, and possibility of emerging from an emotionally stagnant period. Look closely at the 4 cups. The first transparent cup contains the legs of a frightened woman surrounded by a snake, a spider, and a mouse. It symbolises being connected with the primitive and instinctive parts of your psyche that are normally repressed. Another cup contains blindfolded Eros, the god of erotic love, holding his bow, suggesting desires cannot clearly see where it is going. These images reveal emotions operating beneath your conscious thoughts. They could be fears, attractions, and reactions that may be influencing you before you fully understand them. There's a hidden message in this card that I don't want you to miss. Another cup contains Silenus, the drunken son of Pan. It represents intoxication, excess emotional escapism. The final image showing a dying man crawling through the desert with his remaining strength towards a mirage. He believes relief is ahead, yet what he sees may not actually exist. The card therefore asks an uncomfortable but necessary question. Are you rejecting reality because your emotions or you're feeling emotionally exhausted while continuing towards something that cannot truly satisfy you? Cancer in this energy brings emotional sensitivity, memory, attachment, and the need for security. While the moon as the ruler of this card deepens your intuition, fluctuating your feelings and your unconscious responses. This means the Four of Cups intensely channels the energy inwardly. There could be some weariness that can become aversions, disappointment that can become withdrawal, and one bitter experience can temporarily colour everything that follows. But the cicada symbolises and introduces transformation. What appears dormant isn't necessarily finished. Something within you may already be preparing to emerge from an old emotional state. Even if you cannot yet feel this energy, that movement happening. Because the message is clear in this card. Don't allow disappointment to convince you that nothing meaningful remains available. The frightened woman represents buried instincts. Eros reveals blind desire. Silenos is warning you against escapism, while the dying man pursuing the mirage represents exhaustion, exhausting yourself from something incapable of nourishing you. The weeping mermaid embodies emotional weariness, but the newly emerged cicada points forward, bringing in renewal. Recognize what has disappointed you without building your future around that disappointment. Stop chasing the mirage. Examine what you're rejecting and allow your emotional world to move again. I'm also picking up the date between the 12th and the 21st of July might be significant, and also a 4-month period, and also a Monday. So let's get some oracle messages from the soul's journey. So I want to thank you for spending your time and space with me today. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. With envy. Maybe somebody is envying you, or you could be embodying this energy. Take it how it resonates and leave what messages don't. Regret. I know what I cannot change. I know I cannot change the past. And we can't change the past. We can only learn from the past and gain wisdom from those experiences. Let's also get a career and life oracle message, please, Spirit, my lovely Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, male or female. Show me a career and oracle life message for my lovely Scorpios who are watching this reading today, please, Spirit. Thank you. Trapped. The same energy as the Eight of Swords. We got 2 cards. You feel stuck in your current situation, but you do not. But you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have for now, with Trapped. And what else come out? Cultivation. You are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap your rewards. So thank you for listening. I'm going to leave your reading there because I'm 35-39, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope I see you in my next readings. Bye, Scorpio.